In the crowded, winding lanes of Santosh Nagar, a suburb in the old city of Hyderabad, lies a forgotten world. A necropolis of such haunting beauty that it seems almost unreal, like a poetic dream rendered in stone. For decades, the Paigah Tombs, the final resting place of one of Hyderabad's most powerful noble families, were lost to time. Their exquisite artistry, a symphony of cultures, was crumbling under a blanket of silence and neglect. But these are not just tombs. They are stories, architectural poems, a testament to a dynasty that for over a century was second only to the rulers of Hyderabad, the Nizams themselves. Today we delve into the story of the Paigah Tombs, exploring their rise to grandeur, their fall into ruin, and the remarkable revival that is breathing new life into these ghostly, magnificent structures. To understand the tombs, we must first understand the Paigah. The family's story begins in the mid-18th century with Nawab Abul Fateh Khan. He was a trusted commander for the second Nizam of Hyderabad, who bestowed upon him the title Tegjung Bahadur. The family name, Paigah, comes from a Persian word that means footstool or right-hand man. And that's exactly what they were. The Paigah family served as the Nizam's most trusted generals, administrators, and confidants. Their loyalty was rewarded on an almost unimaginable scale. They were granted vast estates spanning thousands of square miles. They had the unique privilege of maintaining their own court and, astonishingly, their own private army of thousands of soldiers. They were, in essence, a state within a state. But their connection to the ruling Asaf Jahi dynasty went deeper than just service. In 1797, a tradition began that would seal their place at the absolute pinnacle of Hyderabad's aristocracy. Fakhruddin Khan, the son of the family's founder, married Sahebzadi Bashirunissa Begum, the daughter of the second Nizam. From then on, it became a legacy. Paigah men would marry daughters from the Nizam's family. They weren't just nobles anymore, they were family. This immense wealth and status fueled a passion for art and architecture. The Paigahs were prodigious builders, constructing several stunning palaces across Hyderabad. One of their most famous commissions was the Falaknuma Palace, a celestial masterpiece that they later presented to the sixth Nizam. This love for grandeur and beauty wasn't just for the living. They extended it to their final resting places, creating a necropolis that would become a unique architectural marvel, a final, breathtaking statement of their power and refined taste. The Paigah Tombs, built over a century starting from 1787, are a spectacular lesson in architectural fusion. They embody a style known as Indo-Saracenic, but that label barely scratches the surface. Imagine the strong, monumental forms of Mughal architecture, blending seamlessly with the delicate, intricate details of Rajasthani design. Then, add layers of inspiration from Persian, Greek, and local Deccani art. This eclectic mix wasn't an accident. It was a direct reflection of the Paigah family's cosmopolitan worldview, a mosaic of the architectural ideas they gathered from their travels across the globe. What truly sets the Paigah Tombs apart, however, is the almost supernatural level of craftsmanship, particularly in two key areas, the stucco work and the mesmerizing jalis, or latticed screens. The stucco here isn't just a decorative plaster, it's a sculptural medium. Made from a fine mix of lime, sand, and water, it was molded into elaborate floral and geometric patterns that cover the walls and ceilings. The finesse is so extraordinary that art historians have compared it to the legendary artistry of Granada and Seville in Spain. The patterns flow with a mathematical precision and an organic grace that is simply breathtaking. And then there are the jalis. The necropolis features over 35 different designs of these perforated screens. While some are carved from stone in the traditional manner, many are constructed using an ingenious and incredibly difficult technique. Craftsmen would assemble them from individual terracotta tiles, some as thin as 1 or 2 millimeters, fitting them together like a complex jigsaw puzzle. The entire assembly was then coated in a fine lime mortar, creating screens of stunning geometric complexity. These jailis are not just decorative, they are functional. They filter the harsh Deccan sun, creating a serene, contemplative atmosphere inside the tomb enclosures, with a constant, captivating play of light and shadow. Each tomb within the complex is a unique, bespoke tribute and nod. The tombs of Sir Osman Jah and Begum Khurshid Jah, for example, are famous for their superlative latticework and perfectly symmetrical geometric patterns. Another masterpiece is the tomb of Latifunisa Begum. It boasts some of the most beautiful stucco work in the entire complex. An inscription on this tomb adds a touching personal note, stating that it was prepared by Khurshid Jah Bahadur, her grandson. This personal involvement speaks volumes about the family's connection to these spaces. A distinct feature of many graves is that they are open to the sky. This practice mirrors the tomb of the famously austere Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb and reflects a simple tenet of Islam. With the sky as the ultimate dome, it imbues the tombs with a serene spirituality, a sense of direct communion with the heavens. The tomb enclosures themselves are designed as chowkandis, with beautiful arcaded walkways providing access to the graves. The symbolism is everywhere. You'll find the pineapple motif, which was introduced to the Deccan by the Portuguese and became a symbol of royalty and hospitality. The intricate geometric patterns, a hallmark of Islamic art, represent the infinite, transcendental nature of God and the universe. Floral motifs symbolize paradise. There was even, at one point, an ostrich egg hung above the grave of Fakhruddin Khan, the first Paigah to marry a Nizam's daughter. It was a symbol of the exotic and the family's far-reaching influence, though sadly, only a single example of this practice survives in the entire complex today. For all their splendor, the 20th century was not kind to the Paigah Tombs. As the city of Hyderabad grew, the dense urban sprawl of Santosh Nagar encroached upon the necropolis. The once grand complex became a forgotten relic, its beauty slowly vanishing under a veil of apathy and decay. The approach to the site became a congested, difficult journey, and tragically, many locals were completely unaware of the world-class architectural gem hidden in their own neighborhood. The signs of neglect were heartbreaking and everywhere. The intricate stucco work, that Spanish-level artistry, was peeling away in large patches, revealing the rough stone beneath. Gaping holes scarred the delicate marble jalis. In some enclosures, half of the latticework was missing entirely, its absence crudely patched with ugly gray cement. The exquisitely carved wooden doors were broken and left unattended. The exteriors of the domes were blackened with pollution and age. Unchecked vegetation ran rampant, its powerful roots cracking the fragile structures. A caretaker at the site lamented the utter lack of maintenance. Previous restoration efforts had been sporadic, underfunded, and ultimately had come to a grinding halt. A large mixer, once used to prepare traditional building materials like lime mortar and egg whites, lay abandoned on the site, a silent, rusted monument to stalled conservation. Vandals had also left their mark, chipping away at the fine lime mortar to expose the granite underneath. The tombs, once a proud symbol of the Paigah's grandeur, had become a poignant emblem of forgotten heritage, a ghost of their former glory. But this story of decay is not the final chapter. In recent years, a new era has begun for the Paigah Tombs, an era of revival and meticulous restoration. Recognizing the immense cultural and historical value of the site, the Aga Khan Trust for Culture, or AKTC, has undertaken a painstaking conservation project. This monumental effort is supported by the Telangana State Department of Heritage and has received significant financial backing from the U.S. Ambassador's Fund for Cultural Preservation. The CEO of AKTC, Ratish Nanda, described the task as being like restoring a painting, a testament to the incredible intricacy of the ornamentation. This is not a quick fix. It's slow, methodical, and requires highly skilled artisans who are masters of traditional building techniques. A team of around 30 craftsmen, many from families who have practiced heritage construction for generations, were brought in for the project. One of the single biggest challenges was reviving the unique craft used to create those terracotta jalas. The original technique had been lost to time. After 4 to 5 years of dedicated practice and research, the conservation team finally managed to replicate it. The process is astonishingly delicate. They slice thin terracotta tiles, carefully fit them into a design template, and then bind them together with a finely ground lime mortar. The work is so precise that the craftsman can only build a 1-foot-high section of lattice at a time. This section must then be left to dry and cure for a full week before the next section can be added on top. Another urgent priority was fixing the leaking roofs, which were causing severe water damage to the structures below. The conservation team has carefully cleaned and restored the roofs using cured limestone mortar, a traditional material that breathes and is compatible with the original structure. They've also installed proper drainage to prevent future damage. All the faulty repairs made in the past with modern cement are being carefully removed and replaced with the traditional lime mortar. This isn't just about patching things up. It's about preserving the artistic and historical integrity of the tombs. Every detail is being meticulously documented. Every material used is carefully chosen to match the original. The project also extends beyond the tombs themselves to include landscaping the surrounding area. The plans include better illumination to highlight the architecture at night, new pathways for visitors, and amenities like a ticket counter, an exhibition space, and drinking water facilities. The restoration of the Paigah Tombs is more than just a conservation project. It's an investment in the cultural soul of Hyderabad. Once completed, the tombs are expected to reclaim their place as a major tourist attraction, drawing visitors from around the globe to witness their unique splendor. But the vision for the tombs is even greater. The site is poised to become a vibrant center for cultural education. The planned exhibition space will tell the stories of the Paigah nobles, explain the complexities of Indo-Saracenic architecture, and showcase the very crafts that are being revived to save the tombs. It will be a place to learn not just about the past, but about the importance of preserving it. The journey of the Paigah Tombs is a powerful reminder of the transience of power and the enduring legacy of art. For decades, these magnificent structures stood as silent witnesses to their own decay, their ghostly grandeur a melancholic echo of a bygone era. Now, thanks to the dedicated efforts of conservationists, artisans, and visionaries, that symphony in stone and stucco is being reawakened. Its intricate melodies are once again ready to captivate and inspire. The Paigah Tombs are not just being restored, they are being reborn, ready to take their rightful place as one of India's most precious cultural treasures.